of the game, McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. More than that.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike. Great. I don't think you got it.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Lindsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he... Now Flacco. And this is incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, Delta. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Yo, me.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flacco looks to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal.
Monday. Check 52.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Well, Charles, if you think so far in the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones.
Oh, wide open, complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Great. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. You don't want. You got the ball. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Target.
A shotgun snap for Newton.
Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Coming to you. That's it.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? 20! Outright, this one goes to Patrick. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
That goes for a gain of 31. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On the ground, McCaffrey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
20. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Watch the crowd. Watch the crowd. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
On 4th down, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. So that one will be accepted.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on second down, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Get production from their lead horse. That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
47 to Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check three. SOS. Lock it. SOS. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Hey, wahoo! Right there. 54, Mike. Get your swerve on.
They do snap it. Flacco now. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
What we got? 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, watch the left.
Here's Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 29, Flacco, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again on second down. Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the nowhere to run there.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Express! 51. Mike 51. Check.
From the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Big Monday.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Sanders has it over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
3 wide, 3 wide. Pretty high.
Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
You better bring it. Kill. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Right. Hey, watch that. Check right 54.
They're going with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To pass, Flacco. They'll find Lindsey here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Passing play, Flacco. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Cam's going to run the option right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. So this